¿Tú necesitas más pan?
I like how it says like necesitas. Like it's not tú quieres más pan. It's tú necesitas más pan. Necesitas!
This video has some audio echo issues. Sorry in advance.
What's your reason behind learning Spanish? When I was 13, I took a year of Spanish. I'm much older now. I don't remember any of it. But also just like so many of the friends I've met through VTubing speak Spanish. A lot of our chat members speak Spanish. And it's always like from the very get-go, as someone who was born and raised in California, like Spanish is the language that I grew up surrounded by. You know, like my first ever best friend in preschool was a Spanish speaker. It's just a language that like I've naturally gravitated towards and have always wanted to learn and just never managed to. So I felt like stream was a great chance for me to try that out. Let's go! I could try the placement test. We'll see how much I remember. Okay, I'm gonna try the placement test. I am a boy. Would it be niño? When is it un and uno? Un? Ma'am, what is your address? Señora?
Señora.
Why do you say it like that?
Señora.
Who let you voice that? I feel, that's so uncomfortable. But sir?
Señora.
What? ¿Por qué? Why do you sound like that? Why do you sound like
Señora.
Señora. Sorry, that's fucking hilarious. I don't know why he says it like that. That's so disturbing. Okay, let's continue.
Señora, ¿cuál es su dirección?
Dirección. This is what Spanish sounds like in a JoJo episode. I'm sorry, I'm having so much fun with this guy's voice. I'm looking forward to Duolingo Spanish now if this man is gonna be accompanying us through the journey. I'm ready.
Yay!
That was okay. The placement test wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. All right, let's start with travel because I feel like this is the most relevant application when it comes to language learning is for travel, right?
El dinero.
El dinero.
El té.
El té.
La banana.
La banana. La banana.
Yo quiero agua.
He's back, guys. He's back. The guy with the voice is back.
Yo quiero agua.
Why does he sound like that? Yo quiero agua. Do we all want water? What is going on, guys? Yeah, I want water. In Spain, banana would be el platano. Platano.
Daddy's back. Tired
Daddy's back. You need water. This chat needs some water. Are we thirsty for this man or running for the hills? I feel like y'all are evenly split. Like half of you are like daddy and the other half of you are like, I left like 20 minutes ago when I heard this voice. So
¿Tú quieres leche?
Why did they give him that question? They couldn't have given him a tea instead of leche? Like, you want milk? I was about to say like they should have given him the banana line and then I was like, no, that's probably worse. That's probably worse. Not the banana line. Give him the tea line. Give him the tea line.
Gracias.
I don't want more bread. Thanks. Wait, it's this man again.
Yo no quiero más pan. Gracias.
I feel like he's fun once you get used to him. Like I'm kind of okay with this voice now. I just don't want him to ask me if I want milk anymore. That's probably it. Practicing my English while I watch you learning Spanish. That is the way to do it, guys. My cousins didn't speak English as well as I did because I grew up here and they did not. They would speak English to me and I would speak Chinese to them. And that was like how we would practice our languages. And that's why to this day, like 我的中文说的还是蛮顺的， like 能说的蛮快的，而且听上去就是口音上也没有什么问题, you know? I think it's because I got a lot of practice in when I was young. Practice does make perfect after all, and if you're learning literally anything and looking to get more practice in, might I suggest Skillshare, the sponsor of this video? Skillshare is an online learning community. They cover lots of different topics. After I picked Spanish back up through Duolingo, I actually headed over to Skillshare to take Building Structures in Spanish by Kieran Ball, just to learn a little bit more proper syntax. I find that Duolingo is pretty good if you want to learn like new vocabulary and like functional phrases, but if you want to actually learn the syntax of a language, you usually have to go somewhere else. 2022 is just getting started. Happy New Year, all of you. And if you're anything like me, you always start the year out with some really good goals and intentions and resolutions, and then it doesn't quite work out the way you wish they would by the end of the year. But I feel like Skillshare is a really good way to act on those good intentions while you still have them at the beginning of the year and start learning something new. They are totally ad-free and they're constantly adding new classes, and their entire catalog is available in like 4 different languages in subtitles. So it's time to start learning for 2022, y'all. I wish you all the best of luck. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description or pinned in the comment below will receive a free 1-month trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today. All right, let's go back. I want to get started on Japanese this year. Y'all, you know what? Let's do a Japanese placement test. Why not?
読む
I always think that grandma's flipping me off every time. Europe. Europe. I don't know why did I say Europe. Europe. Wait, what does this say? I hate katakana so much. Philippine. Europa. Mario. I think katakana is really hard because it looks so... Something about the shapes make them look very similar to each other. There's something like that feels more organic and natural about hiragana. I don't know why. The Portuguese having... What? Hold on, let me put it in Google Translate.
Ate o acento circunflexo.
What just happened? What was that? Okay, koinu to koneko ga imasu. There are puppies. Puppies and kittens. Every time she does that, I'm like, you're flipping me off.
毎日忙しいです
毎日忙しいです. Ah, relatable. Relatable content. Thank you, Duolingo. 毎日忙しいです. I am busy every day.
彼女は誰ですか
彼女は誰ですか? Who is she? Who is that girl I see? Tú necesitas más pan? Always. We always necesitas más pan. Okay, the answer to this is always yes. Sí. I like how it says like necesitas. Like it's not tú quieres más pan. It's tú necesitas más pan. Necesitas. ¿Quieres más dinero? Yes, always. Always más dinero. Who would ever say in any context this phrase, no necesito más dinero, gracias? I'm like, no. Always say yes. Always necesito más dinero.
¿Necesitas dinero, Antonio?
The voices of Duolingo. Ladies and gentledoms. This is such a sweet voice.
¿Necesitas dinero, Antonio?
It's so like earnest. ¿Necesitas dinero, Antonio?
José, necesitas un taxi.
There's something about his like intonation, right? He goes like, José, necesitas un taxi? He goes up and then down. It's part of the fun.
La niña quiere una banana.
It just keeps getting worse. Every time this man comes back, it gets worse. I am so... Go to jail! I'm gonna say it in that voice.
La niña quiere una banana.
La niña quiere... Hey, I fucked up and it still let me go.
FBI, open up.
I didn't even finish the sentence. And then it was like, no, you're good. You said la niña. We don't want you to finish the sentence. Don't finish that. Just go. You know, when I first took Spanish for 1 year when I was 13, we could all choose Spanish names for ourselves. And I was like, I really like rose imagery back then. I still really like roses. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna be like Rosana. I realized after choosing my name to be Rosana that like I couldn't roll the R. Every time I had to say my own name, mi nombre es Rosana, it was just so hard. I couldn't even introduce myself in Spanish because the name I chose for myself was cursed. Oh my God, one of my favorite, so like I mentioned earlier that like one of my college friends was a linguist. Usually when you study linguistics, you also have to pick up like your non-main language. You have to like study a language that is not native for you as part of your major. And so for her, it was Korean. They were in a Korean class and the teacher was like, okay, so this vowel sound like doesn't really exist in English. Like we don't really say that vowel sound in English. So it may be a little hard for y'all to get. And then a student in the back of the class was like, yes, it does. Ugly. And every time I think about like vowel sounds and how some of them like don't exist across languages, I like just imagine this girl in the back of class going like, ugly. Okay, I'm going to sing the only song in Spanish that I know. And I think the moment I start singing it, a bunch of you are going to know why it's the only Spanish song I know. We got some reverb. Imagine a classical guitar playing in the distance. Ah, la nanita, na nanita, ella, mi niña tiene sueño, bendito sea, bendito sea. Ah, la nanita, na nanita, ella, Mi niña tiene sueño, bendito sea, bendito sea. Fuentecita que corre, clara y sonora. Ruiseño que en la selva, cantando llora. Calla mientras la cuna se balancea. A la nanita nana, nanita ella. Did anyone guess? Cheetah Girls, exactly! I'm glad Otaku Bish got it. It's embarrassing because it's from the Cheetah Girls. Like, the only Spanish song I know is from the Cheetah Girls 2 when they go to Barcelona. Like, at least it isn't Despacito. I got that much going for me, I guess.